Hey everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video we're going to be talking about what I'm planning to pack on my upcoming trip to Italy. So as I said in my previous video, we're not going to try and pack all our stuff into a carry-on. We're going to check a bag and carry on a bag. So I'm going to start with my carry-on. So what I'm going to carry with me is my North Face backpack. This is my old trusty North Face backpack that I've had for, I don't know, ever. And it's, as you can see, it's not completely full, but I'm going to go through and kind of show you what I've packed. And then at the end, I'm going to go back and evaluate what I've packed and see what I used and what I didn't use and what I could do better for our next trip. Normally, my wife and I, when we go on vacation, we've been going down to Mexico or staying in the continental U.S. For most of our trips. So this is our first big trip to Europe, and we're going to be gone for a little over 3 weeks. So I'm going to lay it all out and show you what I packed. Okay, so here's everything that I'm going to carry in my carry-on bag to my trip to Italy. So as you can see, it's not a whole lot of stuff, but I think they're all important items to keep with me. So first and foremost, I'm going to go ahead and pack my North Face rain jacket, because I don't want to get caught out without that in case my bags get lost that I check. The next thing that I'm going to put in is I have copies of all my travel documents. So I've made copies of all our tour itinerary, copies of our passport, driver's license, all the important documents that we're going to possibly need. So those are the backup copies, and I'm going to carry those in my carry-on. The next thing I'm going to pack is I have a pair of lightweight Denali travel shorts. They're super lightweight. They can double as a swimsuit, sleeping shorts, wear them around, they're real light. So I'm going to take those so I have a backup, something to wear in case my bag gets lost for any reason. The next thing is I'm going to take just a plain white crew neck t-shirt, which I can sleep in or wear or whatever. And then here I've got a backup socks and underwear, which may be important after a long flight. And then I think I shouldn't overlook a bandana. I live in the Texas Hill Country, and a bandana is really important. It has tons of uses. So I'm going to go ahead and pack a bandana just in case. And then I'm also going to go ahead and pack my toothbrush. So I've got a little travel size toothpaste and my toothbrush, because after being on a plane for 18 hours, I'm going to want to brush my teeth. And then of course I'm going to take all my medications that I don't want to lose. I'm not going to put my medications in my check bag, because that could be a disaster to lose my medications. Then the next thing, I've packed some travel snacks. I'm not big on eating on airplanes or in airports, so I try to keep the eating to a minimum, especially weird foods on airplanes and in airports. So the next things I'm going to take my phone charger. Got to have that phone charger. Don't want to get caught out and not have power for my phone. And then also I carry a money belt. We're not going to be carrying a lot of cash. Things have changed quite a bit since I traveled to Europe last. So we're just going to take enough cash for an emergency, and then I plan to use credit cards and the rest of the time. One thing that I would mention is I have two different money belts. So I have one money belt that I keep with my cash, and I keep a spare credit card in there. And then I have a separate one for my passport and my travel documents, so that when I'm going through customs or I need quick access to my passport, I don't have to tip anybody off that I'm carrying a money belt. Which I think is important, because the whole point of having a concealed money belt is to keep it concealed. And then finally over here I have fanny pack, which my granddaughter would probably tell me is tragically unhip to carry a fanny pack. I don't plan on wearing it anywhere. I'm just using it as a bag to carry all my electronic equipment. So you can see in here I have an extra charger and all my electronic cords and equipment that I plan to carry. And the bag could double, it could double as something else, if need be. And then the very last thing I'm going to take is I'm going to take my travel neck pillow. I don't usually use these, and I'm going to take it just because we're going on such a long overnight flight. And this is an old pillow, and if I get over there and decide that it's a hassle or I don't want to carry it around, I can ditch it and not feel too bad about it. So that's pretty much everything that I'm taking in my carry-on travel bag. All right, so here's what I've got for my checked luggage that I'm going to be taking with us on our trip to Italy. So just to start out, I don't have a fancy suitcase. My normal suitcase that I carry is a wheeled, four-wheel suitcase, but it just seemed a little bit too big for this trip. So I'm going to use this old duffel style suitcase for this trip. But it seems like it'll be sufficient. It's got a big area to store all my stuff with some pockets. It's got a compartment over here on the side for shoes, and then on the bottom it has a zip open fold out for nicer clothes and stuff that I can pack down in the bottom. One thing that I did want to mention is I do have padlocks for all my zippers, so that I can feel secure as I check the bag, that nothing's going to come up missing, even though that's no real guarantee. So to kind of move on to what I'm going to actually be packing, in my previous clip, I was showing what I was taking in my carry-on, and I missed a couple items, but I'm actually going to go ahead and put my flip-flops in my carry-on just in case. And I'm also going to carry on this jacket. It's a shirt style jacket. It's a little bit heavier, but it kind of doubles as a jacket. We're going to be over there in late May and early June, so I won't need it very often. But we will be going up into the mountains a couple times, so it may be cool enough to wear it. And I'm going to use it as a blanket on the flight. So I'll be taking that on with me with my carry-on stuff. So what else I've got packed is I'm only going to take 2 pairs of shoes with me. So I'm going to wear this pair of slip-ons with me, and those are going to double as my kind of dress shoe, daily walker shoes. And then I'm going to take a pair of actual hiking shoes with me. They're Merrell's, not really fashionable. My granddaughter thinks they're unhip. So as you can see, I've got my socks in here. I stuff all my socks inside my shoes, and I'm taking 5 pairs of socks for this type shoe, and then I'm taking 5 pairs of no-shows for this pair of shoes. And then I'll be taking 5 just regular cotton crew neck t-shirts. So you can see I've got my cotton crew neck t-shirts here. So I've got 4 pair here, and then I've got the white one I'm taking in my carry-on. So that's 5 there. Then I'll be taking 2 pairs of shorts with me. I've got my red pair here, and then I've got a pair of cargo shorts, which are apparently also not cool, but I don't really care. They function well. And then I have my sleeping shorts, which are my polo lightweight sleeping shorts. Really like these. These can double up for multiple uses, but I usually use these to sleep in, so I'll be taking those. And then I'll be taking 1 pair of blue jeans and wearing 1 pair of blue jeans. And then I've got a nice pair of chino style khakis that I'm also going to take as well for when we're at the beach. I had only thought about taking 1 pair of blue jeans, just the ones that I was going to wear. But in Rome, to go to Sistine Chapel and most of the big churches, they require that you wear long pants, so I thought it'd be good to take a backup pair. So if I've got a pair dirty, I can leave them to dry in the hotel room and actually have another pair to wear out if we're out in the city walking around. So just moving on, here's my toiletries. I'm not going to go through my DOP kit, but I have my DOP kit with all my toiletry accessories. And then, of course, you've noticed I've got a lot of stuff in plastic bags. So all my liquid stuff, my sunscreens, hair gel, shaving cream, I put in a separate bag. And then I'm taking a pack of hand sanitizers just to be safe. And then you can see here's my underwear and my socks. So I'm taking 5 pairs of underwear. And here's some extra, the rest of the socks that I had been talking about. Swim trunks here, taking a pair of swim trunks. And then for my dress shirts, I'm actually taking 4 shirts. So I have 2 short sleeve. This is a Guayabera linen Guayabera. And then I have this black and tan Guayabera that I wear out in the evening, short sleeve. And then I have 1 long sleeve button up that I like to wear out. It's for like, fancier occasions if we go to a nice restaurant or something like that. And then I have another long sleeve shirt. This one's going to be for when we're in Cinque Terre and Positano. It's a long sleeve beachwear type shirt. So if we're going to be out on a boat and there's a lot of sun, it's a good cover up from the sun. And it also looks nice. I can wear it out in the evening as well. So that's my 4 shirts. And then I'm going to take just 1 polo type golf shirt with a collar to wear around. And then I have 1 long sleeve Henley style river driver shirt, which is also same thing for sun and cover up. And I can also use it for layering. So if we're going to go up into the mountains and it's going to be cold, I can wear this and then wear another shirt over it, and it'll serve to layer. That's pretty much everything that I'm going to be taking. So here I have an extra phone cord. I'm going to pack this in the checked luggage, and it's going to serve as a backup. So if my wife or one of my cords break, we'll have an extra one on the trip. And then we're taking some masks. I bought a box of masks. In Italy, they do still have mask requirements on public transportation and some different areas. So we're going to take those just to make sure we have some masks with us. And then I'm going to take my my travel speakers. I like to have those in case we're in the room and want to just hang out and listen to some music, or I can take those to the beach or wherever. I like to carry those with me. And then finally I have, this is one of those cheap, like $2 thin plastic rain ponchos. Now I'm already carrying my North Face rain jacket, but I always tuck one of these in the bottom of my bag, and they serve for multiple purposes. And one of them is if it's you're in a downpour, you can whip it out and put it over your luggage, or just serve for some extra protection. So I always carry one of those with me. It doesn't weigh but an ounce or 2, so it doesn't take up a whole lot of room or space, and I just put it in the bottom of my bag and forget about it unless there's an emergency. Only thing is, I guess I'm going to be wearing, this is what I'm going to wear on the plane. I'm going to wear a pair of dark wash blue jeans and a button-up shirt on the plane. So that shirt's a little bit oversized on me, so it should be good and comfortable on the plane. All right, that's what I'm carrying and packing into my checked luggage.